You need to care about your opinion more than anybody else's. Everybody in the world has an opinion nowadays. Everybody has an opinion about something. Everyone has an opinion about money. Everyone has an opinion about relationships. Everyone has an opinion about spirituality, religion. Everyone has an opinion on every subject. And everybody is right about their opinion. So, what about you? What do you think? What's your opinion? What's going on inside your own mind? What do you want out of your life? What do you want? What do you think about things? I remember, this is a number of years ago. I was living in an apartment and I remember taking a shower. Now, backstory to this really quick. I grew up in a very religious home, very religious family. Love my family dearly, but very much in an environment where you weren't really allowed to think freely for yourself, especially within religious confines, because if you think a different way, then that means you're a bad person. So you're basically told what to think, how to believe, and if you don't think in those ways, then you're basically a bad person. You have to follow this narrative if you want to be worthy and good enough. And, as a kid growing up, when you're little, as we're infants and toddlers and then kids and youth, we listen to the adults around us, at school, parents, our teachers, anybody that we look up to, and we want to be like those people. We listen to their opinions like, oh, they must know the answers to life. And so we really want to take that on and we want to get their acceptance and feel like, we belong because our opinion lines up with theirs and whatnot. That's a whole separate video. But I grew up very much like most of us out there, inside those types of confines where you're supposed to think in a certain way within that box. And I remember I was taking this shower a number of years ago and I was thinking about something, and you can hear like people's voices in your head, right? You can hear their opinions, kind of almost telling you how to think, what to think. We have that programming in our minds from growing up. And I remember one day stopping all the voices in my head, and it finally clicked for the first time. And I went, what do I think about this? And it clicked. I thought, well, what do I think? What's my opinion on the matter? And I remember assessing what I think for the first time. Really giving myself space and permission to have my own opinion regarding a certain subject. I don't even remember what it was. But I remember it was a huge epiphany and a huge game changer for me because I allowed myself to have my own opinion, to guide my next actionable step, to guide what I was going to do and how I was going to further my life. What do I think? What are my thoughts on the matter? I think the most important thing for us is to listen to our heart, to listen to what we think. And it's okay to think one way and then change your mind later because we're evolving, we grow. What I used to think and believe just a few years ago is very similar to now, but some of it's changed because I've tried different experiments and done different things. And I go, you know what? I put data up against data and I look at the return and I go, there's something going on here. And I change the way I believe about something because things, we change, we evolve, we grow. But the most important thing is, what do you think about it? It's really hard to assess this information so we can grow when we're always just living off of other people's opinions and ideologies. What do you think? What do you want out of life? What is your opinion? Who cares what that guy thinks about relationships? Who cares what that woman thinks about relationships? Who cares what that guy thinks about money? Who cares what that lady thinks about budgeting? Who cares about what the president thinks? Who cares about what the government thinks? Who cares about what the religions think? What do you think? Listen to the God within you in your own heart. What do you think? What's your opinion on the matter? Who cares about everybody else's opinion? Now, that doesn't mean that we can always just do whatever we want in a way that might be negative to other people, right? We have to be respectful, listen to other people. Okay, that's an interesting opinion when they share it. Okay, thanks for sharing that. And maybe now I can look at that and go, okay, well, what do I think about that opinion of theirs? Maybe I don't like that opinion. I like my opinion better. What do I think? This is what I think. But I can understand why that person would think that way. So we don't have to be jerks. We don't have to be rude. We can listen to other people's opinions. But ultimately, what do you think? What's in your heart? Allow yourself to just be you and have your own thoughts, your own opinions, to live your life on your terms, in your way. And if you can raise your vibration while doing that, feeling love in your heart, you're only going to do good for humanity. You're not going to hurt anybody. You're not going to have ill will towards people. You're just going to be like, you know what? That's okay. Those people are allowed to think the way that they think, and I am allowed to think the way that I think. And then from there, we can assess our opinions and our beliefs and start to decide if we have limiting beliefs or if we have empowering beliefs. Are our opinions good for us? So, once you start to establish and think for yourself, now start to think, is this opinion of mine elevating my life or not? If it's a limiting belief or a limiting opinion, you might want to change that. So watch your words, because the universe will respond to what you believe and manifest accordingly. So my challenge to you guys is to stop listening to the news. Stop listening to the governments and the religions and your neighbors and everybody around you. Listen to your heart. Listen to what you think. What's your opinion? And then assess that opinion and help yourself raise your vibration to bring your opinions into beliefs that are self-fulfilling prophecies that benefit your life, that elevate you, that make you have a better personality, a better aura, the best version of you. Because that's all that matters. The best version of you for you, not for anyone else. For you. You guys, I hope that you found this video helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on future helpful content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.